You're tuned in to a Q&A Network podcast. Bold voices, real stories, no fluff. It's showtime.
Not all makeovers are scary.
At Virgo Beauty Studio, we turn beauty into an obsession. From lashes to facials, makeup, and more.
It's your self-care ritual without the jump scare.
Book now at virgobeautystudio.com, if you dare. Looking for your dream home shouldn't feel like a mystery.
That's where I come in. I'm Victoria, your local realtor, helping you unlock homes that are to die for.
No tricks, just keys.
Call me today and let's solve the case of your perfect home.
On a cold December night in 1979, Christmas lights were glowing across Westdale Mall. Families were shopping, kids were laughing, and the entire place felt warm and safe. Exactly the kind of night you'd never expect for a nightmare to unfold. But somewhere in that crowd, someone was watching. An 18-year-old high school senior, Michelle Martinko, walked through the mall looking for a winter coat, completely unaware that she was being followed.
Oh, that's my biggest fear.
Completely unaware that someone had singled her out. Completely unaware she'd never make it home.
Oh my God.
By the time the mall lights dimmed and the parking lot emptied, her car was still sitting there. Frost covering every vehicle around it except hers. Inside that Buick, a brutal, frenzied attack, a fight for her life, a crime so violent and so personal, investigators would end up chasing answers for nearly 40 years.
Oh my God.
The killer left behind almost no clues. No witnesses, no weapon, no motive anyone could understand. Just one thing, a single drop of blood. And that one drop would be the thread that eventually unraveled everything. Decades later, and in one of the most unexpected, unbelievable cold case breakthroughs this country has ever seen. Tonight, I'm going to tell you the story of Michelle Martinko, the popular, responsible, beloved girl who went Christmas shopping and never came home. A case that baffled investigators, shattered a community, and proved that even the smallest trace of a killer can eventually speak louder than time. So let's get into it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What area was this? Like what state?
Ohio.
Oh my God.
Yes.
No, we broke the California-Florida thing.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my God, it only took 6 episodes.
Right.
We're done with California and Florida for now. But this is, hell yeah, I'm excited. Well, I'm not excited.
Well,
There's a happy ending.
Yeah, there's definitely a happy ending to this
happy
one.
endings around here.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into who Michelle was. Before we talk about the crime, we need to talk about Michelle. So like I said, she was an 18-year-old high school student at Kennedy High in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Oh, Iowa.
Oh.
Not Ohio. Still. I
They have
dyslexia.
the same amount of letters. We have to give Baylee grace.
Iowa,
she
Ohio,
has mom brain,
6, 7,
and they both grow corn.
Yeah.
So it's only fair. I mean, I think they're
was
the
so
same.
confident with my Ohio.
I know you're like Ohio girl.
duh.
I can draw you a map, but don't after what happened this morning.
Don't rely on me for any type of
No GPS or
GPS.
driving.
No. No. Mm-mm. Okay, so she was beautiful, sweet, reserved, unless she knew you, very responsible, not a rule breaker at all. Her friend said she was like the classic girl next door, pretty, big blonde hair.
Just gorge.
Yes, soft features, a warm smile. Her mom said, quote, Michelle wasn't the sneaking around type. She always told us where she was going. She was popular, but not in a mean girl way. More like people just gravitated towards her. And like in any high school, that kind of popularity can create jealousy, which we'll get into that later.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, that's sick.
All right. So night at the mall. It's December 19th, 1979, just a few days before Christmas. Michelle had worked earlier that day at Pier 1 Imports, and she needed a new winter coat for the upcoming school choir banquet. She was in the choir at school.
Going to Pier 1 with my mama.
Oh, I know. So she told her mom she was heading to Westdale Mall. This is a brand new, busy mall that had just opened and was packed with Christmas shoppers.
Yeah.
So, like, back then, the mall was, like, the place to go.
I miss the mall being
Yeah.
like that.
Like, the mall was the place to be.
Hammond
So
had a
there was,
big indoor
and
one.
being that this was a new mall, it was like everyone wanted to be there. Like, it was packed. Like, it was
the event of the season.
and not anywhere that you'd be like, oh, this is not a safe place. For my 18-year-old daughter to go to alone. Like, for her mom, you know, like, okay, there's a bunch of people there, you know, whatever. So the mall closes at 10. So Michelle had told her mom, I'll be home by 10. And so when she didn't come home, her parents immediately felt something was wrong.
1,000%.
But hours would pass before anyone found her. So around 4 a.m., well, I guess around 11, I think 11 or 12, the parents were like, okay, she's still not home. This is not like her. Something's wrong. They call the police, which I don't know. In my mind, I don't know. Maybe in the 70s, it was different. But if my kid, the last place I knew her to be was the mall,
1,000%.
I'd be on the phone with 911 driving my ass to the mall.
Right.
You know?
And if they didn't have cell phones, I'd call them first and be like, this is where I'm going to be. So you can come meet me up.
Cell phones in the 1979. Like, not like...
Am I being Kai right now?
Yeah.
And thinking that...
Like, they had like those big chunky ones, you know? Like...
But like,
beepers?
were they accessible
like,
to
they
everybody?
Had beepers.
A beeper for sure.
I don't know. Maybe not. No.
Could you beep
You know,
911?
No. No, I don't know.
Hey, you're older than me.
No, I
don't
thinking
know.
because in 1979, my mom was 2 and she had a beeper when she was like older.
She was 2?
In 1979?
My mom was born in 1969.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, my mom was 2 in 1979.
Oh, a little baby. Little baby Dee.
Yeah. Okay. So around 4 a.m., the police are doing a routine sweep of the parking lot. Notice something strange. All the cars around a certain tan Buick were covered in frost, except the Buick itself, meaning it had been driven recently. The officer looked inside, and that moment changed everything.
Oh, my God.
So whenever the officer got to the vehicle, so obviously the mom said she took our family car, which was a Buick, whatever. Obviously, this is the same car. The police opens the back driver's door first because I don't know why, but he did. And he just saw a girl like slumped over onto the steering wheel.
Oh, my God.
And in his mind, the first thing he thought was like, oh, she fell asleep. She's sleeping, because that's kind of like what it looked like.
Oh, poor thing.
No. So, so she was slumped over the passenger side floorboard, like slumped, like that way.
And they thought she was sleeping?
They thought she was sleeping. Again, like, I don't think they thought that anything crazy like this would happen in Iowa.
Right.
Like, you know, so I don't think that,
assumed the least.
I don't think that was like the first thing that they thought, you know?
Yeah.
But, and then he opens the driver door and sees blood is just everywhere.
Oh, no.
Stab wounds covering her face, neck, and chest. She was stabbed 29 times.
Do you know how much force and energy that takes?
That's like violent. That is so violent. That is so personal.
Whoever did it hates her. That's not like a random rape or whatever.
Exactly. So she also had defense wounds too. So she definitely put up a fight. You go, Michelle.
As she should,
You put up a fight. And here's the chilling part is that no one heard her scream. No one saw her attack. No one noticed anything.
Oh, my God.
This was a busy mall at Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, how does that happen?
It's the bystander effect. I feel like even if they just don't process it because everybody's in their
worried
own,
about their
tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, my God.
So, yeah.
Those poor parents.
So Michelle, when they did find her, she was fully clothed. There was no sign of sexual assault.
Thank God.
However, police believe the killer had sexual motivations because of the way the attack was carried out and where the wounds were concentrated.
Oh, no.
There were no signs of forced entry on the car. So either one, Michelle let the killer into her car, or he opened the door while she was sitting inside catching her off guard, which I'm sure that's probably what happened.
That's why always keep your door locked.
Yes.
Doors locked.
They found blood that wasn't hers inside the car, especially on the gear shift. This would become the key piece of evidence, but not until decades later. So back then in the 1970s, like they could take blood and say, oh, this is type A, this is type B,
Right.
but they couldn't trace it to a certain person.
Yeah.
At that time that the
DNA was still
killing
so new.
happened. Yes. And we'll get into, how it all unfolded later. It was almost like a movie, how they figured it all out.
Oh my God.
So the early investigation suspects. Who could have possibly done this to her?
Who would want to? Yeah.
Who would want to do this to a sweet little 18-year-old girl who's in the choir?
Yeah. Like
Like-
seriously, of all things.
Oh, another chilling part, which I forgot to mention, was that the coat that she had bought was like neatly folded on the seat next to her. Like just perfectly. I don't know why
What
that's
the
so
actual
creepy.
shit? No,
But like
that is creepy.
like I don't know. For me, like that was just like, oh my
I
gosh.
just
Like
stabbed
she
the
literally
shit
just
out
got
of
into
you.
the car, put her, so she obviously got into the car, put her coat on the seat, and then the killer jumps in.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. I don't know why. My brain went
That's
to
just-
the killer killed her and then folded the coat.
Oh yeah. That,
don't know what. I think yours sounds a lot better. I was like, I cannot believe he folded the
folded the
coat.
clothes after.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. Like, oh my God. Arrest him.
Okay, so the police immediately started with the people closest to Michelle, as they do.
Right.
And I will say, for this time, I think that the investigators and the detectives did a wonderful job
Good police work.
for what they could do
Right.
at this time. So police
Claps for
immediately
them.
started with the people that was closest to Michelle. Number one being her ex-boyfriend, Andy Cito. Andy and Michelle had broken up recently. He still loved her. He admitted that. People whispered that always happens.
Right. 1000%. They always
but
blame the boyfriend.
Andy
or the
had
husband.
an alibi. He passed a polygraph not once but twice. They were
Okay.
really trying on him.
They were going to pin it on him.
Yeah, because her classmates would be like, "Oh, like she was crying, but she's an 18-year-old girl who they just broke up. Like
It's dramatic.
it doesn't have to be some crazy story. She's
Right.
freaking sad.
Breakups in high school were, oh my
Yeah.
God, you couldn't pay me to
yeah.
go back
So
to
and
that.
nothing connected him to the crime. Like
Right. Thank God.
he passed a polygraph. He had
Alibi.
an alibi that his friends and family were able to back up.
He was obviously cooperating.
Yeah,
Like he wasn't acting weird.
He loved her. Like
Oh.
it wasn't like
He wanted them to find the killer as much as they did.
right. So after that X'd out, they went to the next person. They chased the jealousy angle, which is a girl named Janelle. Janelle, who had been jealous of Michelle. She reportedly said things like, okay, also remember, like they're in high school.
Right.
You know, so like she's telling people, I hate her. I wish she would disappear. Like typical teen jealousy.
Right. Exactly.
Petty and emotional.
Don't prosecute me off what I've said when I'm mad. Don't do that. Okay. That'd be a really bad day for me.
So, but still the police dug in. Nothing pointed to her. No DNA, no opportunity, no motive that matched the brutality of the crime. So another person.
Dead end.
The unknown. Okay, so the next person was this unknown man at the mall. Witnesses reported.
Poor man.
Witnesses reported seeing a man following Michelle around the mall that night. Several described him late 20s or 30s, sandy or brown hair, watching her closely, walking behind her. Police created a composite sketch, which later is going to look eerily similar to someone. But back then, no leads, no name, no arrest.
I take back the poor man thing. I didn't know. I'm going into this blind.
Yes.
So nobody judge me.
So another thing that when I was researching about like anyone that saw her while she was in the mall, she got food, she was walking around, she was going to a bunch of different stores.
Just vibing.
And some people said that when they saw her, that she was walking alone, but kept like looking behind her as if she felt like someone was watching her. But also, she's also an 18-year-old girl who could have just been afraid
Paranoid.
to be alone and, whatever. We don't really know. And then someone else reported that she walked out to like the second story of the mall and you could see down into the parking lot. And she was kind of just like looking down into the parking lot, like scoping things out.
Weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all hearsay.
Right. And
Also.
witness testimonies are very rarely true.
Yeah. And I feel like
Or
when
they're,
someone
like,
dies that tragically, they
stretched
try to like remember some crazy thing that they saw or.
Your brain can play tricks with you.
Yes.
Tremendously.
Yes. It's really scary. All right. So let's enter the Deadlingers, father and son.
Oh my God.
This is where the story becomes something you almost couldn't make up. So one of the original detectives on Michelle's case in 1979 was Detective Harvey Denlinger. I don't know if it's Linger or Linger.
Is he the bad guy?
No, he's a detective on the case.
Okay, I didn't know if he was a bad guy, so I was going to say, screw it if he's the bad guy.
So he was the original detective on the case, which, like I said, I think that he did a phenomenal job with what he had at the time.
Resources.
So Harvey poured himself into this investigation. He followed leads for years. This case weighed heavily on him. He talked about it at home, at the dinner table, in the car.
Sweet man.
His son, Matt, grew up hearing about the Martinko case his entire childhood.
Oh.
So this case really stuck with this man. Like,
he brought it home.
Yes, because again, stuff like this doesn't happen. It affected the entire community. And when something happens and they don't have closure on it, it's like this like black cloud that just like hangs over the community, you know? And it's like, it just makes you feel like you're not safe anywhere.
Right.
You know, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, so I think this was like really eating the detective, Harvey, alive.
Yeah.
Decades later, Matt followed his father's footsteps and joined the Cedar Rapids Police Department, and eventually he inherited his father's unsolved case.
Oh, I love that. Family business.
Yes. So Matt said, Dad carried this case for years. I knew I had to carry it too. It wasn't just a case anymore. It was a legacy. So I think that Matt obviously grew up hearing about this case and almost was like I have to figure this out for my dad.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because being that it took so many years, Michelle's parents had passed away before the case was uncovered.
Oh my God.
Detective Harvey passed away before the case was solved.
Yeah.
So it was up to Michelle's sister and this detective, Matt.
Yeah. Matt needed to see it through.
Yes. Give this family some closure. All right. So case goes cold and gets revived. So by the 1990s and 2000s, technology evolved, obviously. Police were able to create full DNA profile from the blood in Michelle's car.
Oh my God.
The problem, though, is that there was no match in CODIS, which means that there's no previous record of this person being arrested for anything, which is so crazy because it's like you just
did that and then you're done. It's a one-off. Right. Or do you have more people?
Meaning the killer had never been arrested for a felony, never submitted DNA, or simply just wasn't in the system. But in 2018, Detective Matt Denlinger made the decision that changed everything. He sent the killer's DNA to a Parabon nanolabs to be used for genetic genealogy, the same method used to identify the Golden State Killer. Matt said he felt like his dad was sitting on his shoulder saying, do it, this is the one, and he was right.
Oh.
So Parabon built a family tree, pages long, dozens of branches, hundreds of possible relatives, but eventually all roads pointed to one family, the Burns family.
Oh my God.
Which is like so cool. Like, I just think, like, have you ever like submitted your DNA or anything?
No, my sister did.
To like
Ancestry?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So like if you ever are involved in a crime, they can literally take
like I don't think I will, but like
they can literally take the DNA that they have from those websites and stuff and
it's in the fine print
and use it to help. Like, would you like I don't think that it's possible right now, but I do think this is where it's leading to like take
this is so interesting
DNA like from there to like sorry, someone was calling me. Just my ADD.
No, you're like short circuiting.
Like, I think that's also a good question to like ask everybody. Like,
yes,
if one day you can take your DNA really quick, spit it into a tube, send it off, and it would help uncover cases for people that were related to you or whatever. Like, would you do it to help the society or to help the cops uncover certain old cold cases that happened?
So fun.
Like, I think that there would be like controversy on this because some people
a lot of people I have heard they're like not comfortable. Like I just haven't done it, but a lot of people are not comfortable doing it because they're scared. I'm like, what are you scared of?
Yeah,
sketchy
like,
pants,
right? And like, I would love a clone of me out there somewhere.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But whatever. So I would like to know if people would be open to doing that, or if it's something that
I'd be
like,
down
no.
if I didn't have to stay with the clone mentally.
Like, I'd be fine. Like, I know I'm not need to doing any crimes or anything, but if it can help somebody else, then I would, you know? But being that your sister did it, that goes into this, how they figured it out. Yeah. So the DNA family tree, dozens of branches, hundreds of possible relatives, it all pointed to one family, the Burns family. And within that family tree, they have 3 brothers. Okay. I don't remember the brothers' names, but they went after the first brother. And the way that they got his DNA was like they'd go to a restaurant, sip out of a straw, throw the straw away,
like that,
and pick up the straw. And, you know, and some people are uncomfortable with that because it's like,
it's an
I don't want
privacy,
the cops going through my trash, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's like you are throwing something away on the side of the road or something.
Right. They found
whatever. Like, you've abandoned this
killer. Somebody from New York. I forget the case, but after years and years, they followed him around. They got his, I think,
the Golden State Killer.
Was that the Golden State Killer?
Yes.
I thought it was another killer in New York.
I mean, it could have possibly been too.
Probably. I think they're getting
But the Golden
crafty.
State Killer was the first one that they figured it out the same exact way. By following him, getting his DNA, whatever. And so that gave Detective Matt
the
idea to do this the same exact way, and that's how they found him.
Oh.
So they went after the first brother, they did the DNA or whatever, and they could tell that the DNA was similar, but it wasn't his. So they went to the other brother, did the same exact thing, nothing there. So they went after those 2 brothers first because sorry.
That's okay.
They went to those brothers first because they said, like, out of the 3 brothers, like, they would suspect those 2 brothers to have done it before
more than the third
brother.
Right.
But after they tested those 2 and nothing came of it, they're like, okay, well, I guess we have to do the 3rd one anyway.
Just for good measure. Especially if the DNA was similar already.
Yeah. So they did, and it came back 100% his DNA. It would be like 1 to 1 billion that it wasn't his DNA.
All today.
Yeah. So that was the one man that stood out, Jerry Burns. 64 years old, living a normal life, had a whole family. He was a business owner. He was a father. He was a grandfather. Absolutely no criminal record. But DNA doesn't lie.
Right, exactly.
So the surveillance and the straw. Detectives began quietly following Jerry, watching him, studying his movements. They eventually collected a straw he used at a local pizza restaurant. This is the moment because the detectives described it as the breath-holding moment. Because they knew they were close, but it's like, is it going to be, you know?
Yeah.
They waited for lab results, and when they came in, it was a match. A 1 in 1 billion chance it belonged to anyone else.
Holy shit.
Jerry's DNA was the blood found inside Michelle's car.
Oh my God.
Detective Matt said, when the results came in, I knew we had done what my dad never got the chance to do.
It's sad because it's not even his daddy's fault. They just didn't have the tools or resources.
They didn't have the tools, but I mean,
he probably would have done it.
Okay, I grew up listening to this case, like, you know?
Yeah.
So it's
in his honor, gonna do it.
So let's get to the interrogation now whenever they go talk to Jerry Burns, which if you can ever go and watch that interview, it is chilling.
Oh.
You need to watch this interview because I think it would be the perfect interview to watch someone that is in law school to like watch body language.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
how someone is saying one thing, but their body is saying something completely different.
Really?
It's very good.
now I
It's a
wanna go
very good
watch that.
interview. And the way that Detective Matt just formed all the questions was just perfect. And like I was listening to it and I was like, why does he keep asking these questions?
Yeah.
You know, like why does he keep asking these questions over and over? Like, shut up. Like get on with it, you know? But then like as I'm like uncovering the case, I'm like, okay, this is why he asked these questions. So I'll get into that. But detectives brought Jerry in for questioning and he was oddly calm. And they said they were investigating a murder from 1979. He said, that was a long time ago. They showed him a picture of Michelle. He said, I don't know her. Then they told him that his DNA was found inside the car. He didn't ask how. He didn't deny it strongly. He didn't ask for a lawyer. Instead, he started rambling about like energies and being in the wrong place at the wrong time, people doing things they don't remember.
Guilty.
The detectives later said it was one of the strangest interviews they've ever done. Strangest interviews they've ever done, so they arrested him on the spot.
Oh, good.
Yes.
They're like, you're a weirdo.
Yeah. And his kids like stood strong behind him. Like they were like, our dad did not do this. Like,
and see, I don't
true,
know
like
how I'd
double
feel.
life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I feel like some people could.
I'd
those are
probably
the
defend my dad
scariest.
blindly because I'm
Yeah,
just
I
like,
mean,
you know,
my
it's
dad would
dad.
never do something like that.
Right.
You know?
You're sadly mistaken.
Right. So we're getting to the trial now. The trial was powerful, emotional, and honestly one of the clearest DNA cases ever presented. The prosecution laid everything out. They did phenomenal. They did a phenomenal job. The blood evidence, the genealogy tree, the surveillance DNA, his bizarre interview, his complete lack of explanation, the way Michelle fought her attacker, the eyewitness descriptions, the behavioral analysis.
Oh, so that looked like him.
Yes. Yeah. So the drawing, it literally looked just like him. And whenever
eyewitnesses, claps for
whenever
them.
Matt went to him, it was like, we think this looks like you. And he's like, no, that doesn't. He's like, it looks just like you. Like what
actually,
are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was like, this detective was so like calm, cool. Like he knew he had him, you know?
Yeah, right.
So like
you
he
have to be
had
very
that confidence,
careful. Yeah.
but like not in like a, are you
Cocky
kidding
way.
me kind of way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said there is no innocent explanation for how Jerry Burns' blood ended up in Michelle's vehicle. And that was the truth. There wasn't. The defense tried to argue transfer DNA, which I mean, come on.
No.
There was blood, not touch DNA. So what they were trying to say basically by transfer DNA was if Jerry was at the mall at the same time she was at the mall, could there have been a way that maybe he cut himself and his blood got on her hand, and then when she touched the
if someone ever touched me and they were bleeding, I would instantly go to the hospital for like a
it's
shot.
like, come on, are you serious? Like, y'all are really stabbing it. Y'all are really reaching at this point. Like, how would his blood get into her car? Transfer DNA
doesn't make sense.
You know,
idiots.
It was bizarre.
Do we find out a motive?
No. He
doesn't go to school with her? Or didn't?
No. No, he was old.
What a sack of shit.
Yeah. So during the trial, Detective Matt spoke about his father Harvey, who had passed away before the case was solved. You know, just saying things like my dad was on this case for 40 years. Felt like he was here today. It was his first case. That
he solved.
Whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
So Harvey started it. Matt finished it. It was one of the only known cases in U.S. where a father begins the investigation, his son closes it.
That's beautiful.
Decades later, yeah. So verdict and sentencing. The jury deliberated for only a few hours, and they found Jerry Burns guilty of first-degree murder.
Good.
At sentencing, Matt read something about his father, and about how, like, Michelle, you were never forgotten. Like, you know, Michelle's sister hugged Matt after and told him like your dad would be so proud and everything, and it was super sweet. Jerry Burns was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He is currently serving that sentence at Anamosa State Penitentiary.
He's still alive.
He is still alive. He keeps trying to appeal this case, which, like, come on,
loser. Sorry.
I mean, like, really.
Yeah. Just
Your
you might
DNA
as
was
well-
in the car.
You had a great life up until you got caught.
Yeah.
Just live it out in prison now and just let the family go in peace, because the family like has to go back
Right.
to every appeal trial to
Right.
try to fight for him to stay behind. Like, you're a menace.
Yeah. But I just think that the case is super cool because
Yeah.
it's like after
shows the
all that
improvement.
time
Yeah.
and and it's like how much more from now until 40 years from now, like
Right. What kind of advancements we're going to have.
Yeah. And how many more cold cases will be uncovered. And but as
I'm
far
glad that
as
he was alive whenever they
yes.
got him.
And I really encourage y'all to watch the interview because like he's saying no with his words, but he's nodding his head yes.
My
Like
God.
it's like one of those like very
It's a tell.
yes, like
You
his
know?
body language is saying everything you need to
And
know.
it's all on video.
But the interrogation is still so strange. But basically he never said why. He never admitted that he did do it.
Still.
But when he was in jail, he got super close to this one guy in there. I don't remember his name, but Jerry referred to this boy in there as his favorite son, like in jail. Like he was like a favorite son.
Creating jail families.
Yeah. So whenever like a newspaper article or something came out about the killing of, he like autographed this article for that boy, that guy that's in jail with him that he called his quote unquote favorite son.
Yeah, but you didn't do it.
And autographed it or whatever. And so later on in time, I don't know what happened. They were playing cards or something. And it got to a point where it was like a win or lose situation.
Yeah.
And Jerry must have made some sort of comment like, don't make me take you to the mall. Or something like that. So like he never like admitted it, but like would make comments like that. And that actually that guy that said was his favorite son is the one who went to them and was like, I'm pretty I know
he
that
absolutely
he did it. And so for him to keep appealing this is like crazy. But also like imagine his actual son.
Yeah, 1,000%.
That's like fighting for him, saying, my dad never did this. And then you're signing an autograph saying to my favorite son instead of your real son.
You're making a prison family.
Like what? Yeah.
People that can commit acts like what he committed in 1979 never actually love anybody. I don't give a fuck if they're flesh and blood. Your wife, your children, you're not a good person, and you are incapable of love.
Yeah. Like, I just think that this case is heartbreaking, but it's also one of the most extraordinary examples of justice, even when justice takes a lifetime.
Yeah. I kind of love that he thought he got away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
me
love
too.
that.
And the fact that he
Poetic
keeps trying to
justice.
appeal it and be like, oh, like if somehow he can get out of it so he can live the rest of his life free. Sir, you lived your life free for 40 years after you committed a heinous crime of an 18-year-old girl, and you never said once why you did
Didn't
it.
even give her remaining family that peace.
I'm pretty sure just because she was alone and she was a girl and pretty and blonde, like I don't even think that there was like a real motive. I think he just wanted to kill somebody.
Just for funsies, and then goes on to have a family.
Yeah. So Michelle never knew her killer. He was a stranger. A predator at the mall during Christmas, but because detectives collected that blood in 1979, because Detective Harvey never let the case die, because his son Matt refused to give up, Michelle finally got the ending she deserved.
Thank God.
So that is the story of the murder of Michelle Martinko, a girl whose case was solved by time, science, and the determination of 2 generations of investigators. Thank you for listening and let me know. Thank you for listening and for letting me share Michelle's story.
Oh my God. I liked that story
Yeah.
because it is still a happy ending.
Yeah.
And it does show how, like, that 1979, like, my mom was alive, your mom was alive.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago.
Right.
And look how drastically different, our resources are. Makes me feel safer, but also this is making me panic because I'm paranoid.
Yeah,
and I think that everyone's following me in the mall,
alone, and but
especially with kids.
And it's so crazy. So I took Leighton to Tennessee for like over her Thanksgiving break. I had a wedding to do out there, and I kind of made it into like a little trip for her.
I heard Her gift is at the house.
That's okay.
I'm giving it to you. It was literally on the piano. Shit. See, I am paranoid, and so I went to Leighton's birthday party, and I literally told Baylee, I was like, I didn't feel comfortable stopping because, well, one, I'm a procrastinator. I could have gotten it on the whole time, but I'm a procrastinator, so whatever.
Yeah.
And just a girl. And so I was like, but I didn't feel comfortable stopping with Kai and Jenner by myself because of fucking dickwads like this.
Right.
And so that's why and Jeff Bezos did a good thing.
And like that's exactly what I was just getting to also.
I'm sorry.
So no, you're good.
ADHD.
No. So it was me, my mom, Leighton, and I'm pregnant. And it was the creepiest thing. So I brought her to this candy, like cotton candy store.
This was
I don't know.
Tennessee?
In Tennessee, yeah. And they're making like this like unicorn. I'm trying to enjoy watching her have this experience. Like you made this cotton candy into like a unicorn. It was like this whole thing. And my kid right now, she's in her unicorn phase. If you are a mom of a 4 or 5 year old daughter, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Unicorn, everything. So I was trying to enjoy her doing this unicorn.
I'm in the moment, man.
Yeah. This like lady comes up to me like out of nowhere. Okay. So she walks in with this family, and it was like a family of like a mom, dad, and daughter who all looked very, very, very similar. And then there's other lady that was with them that looked not similar to them at all.
Yeah.
So she walks up to me. I saw her walk in with them because,
Yeah. Your head's on a swivel at all times.
So, well, it's really not.
Mine is.
Like, mine usually is if it's just me and Leighton, but my mom was with us. So I feel like
relaxed.
my guard was like a little bit down because I'm like, okay, like even if I'm not like.
I'm the mom,
my
but
mom's
I'm with
with me. Yeah. Also, like, whatever. So anyway, I'm like thinking we're safe. We're good. We're doing American Girl things, whatever. Well, then she starts going on tangent. Well, do you have a relationship with God? I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? So I'm like, yes. And she's like, oh, okay.
Everything could be a decoy.
Yes. And this is exactly what I was thinking. Like in the moment, she's like, well, she starts talking to me about God and loving the Bible and I'm like, I'm Catholic. Like, I
get what you're putting down, but I'd like to hang out with my daughter.
I don't know why you're trying to take my attention away from me watching my daughter.
That's my first thought.
Whatever. So I'm kind of like going back and forth. My mom's trying to get me out of it. She keeps talking to me. I'm like, what is happening right now? They walked in thinking that they were going, like I'm thinking that they're walking in as a family to go get
to do their own shit.
To do cotton candy. And then we were like, okay, like get away from me.
Leave me alone.
She literally looks at the family that she walked in with, did like a head nod or something. They all left together. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what she was doing, but it was giving me like I couldn't sleep for the next 2 nights after that we were staying in that town because I was like, what if they had been watching us? Like I already feel vulnerable because I'm pregnant, with my daughter.
Like how I'm going to fight to help her.
I think that she thought that my mom was like my sister or something. But when she saw that my mom was like aggressively being a mom,
DD will 1000%.
Oh, my mom will choke you out.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my
especially
God.
Not even
and she'll
just
do
me.
it with a smile.
Yeah, not even just over me, over my child, over Leighton.
Oh,
like
probably more aggressively with Leighton.
Yeah, and so like I'm thankful that my mom was like on her P's and Q's because I kind of had my guard down a little bit.
Your mom's
because
so
I was
type A.
with her.
You are absolutely type B.
So yes, I'm definitely type B. So yeah, but it's just like you just never know. You don't ever think it's gonna happen to you until it happens, and like thankfully nothing happened. But like they say they'll come up to you. They could put a tracker on you.
Oh, 1000%.
Or like anything.
Or dust. Brush against your hand,
or like
and you could.
If those stories
fentanyl.
About those people like giving you $1 in the parking lot or whatever, and there's fentanyl, and you like.
I get overstimulated in public, and if Kai's like, "Oh, look at this on the ground," I'm like, "Stop it! Like, don't touch it."
No, I scare the shit out of Leighton too. Like some of my friends are like, "You really probably shouldn't do that." I'm like,
"But no, you should." What if she walks up to the man with the van?
Right.
You know what I mean?
What if my kid is like very, very friendly?
Yeah, I don't want a friendly kid. We got to.
She's getting better. She's better now. She's better now with her friendliness. Like
I had to
she's not
correct
as
Kai
friendly
a lot
as she used to be. Like, but when she was a baby, oh my gosh! Like we'd be in the grocery store and she'd be talking to the old man behind me in the grocery store, and I'm like, which means I have to talk to the old man in the grocery store behind me. I'm not that extroverted.
Yeah, no,
I'm pretty much an introvert unless I'm like comfortable with
That's
you.
me too. Unless I have like a martini.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Give me a martini. I'm extroverted.
I am literally the extrovert.
Yeah.
I'm hosting this party now. Like, it is a
This
problem.
is my party. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I have too many stories like that to name.
This was just the most recent one that's happened, and it scared the shit out of me. But basically, my reason for telling that story is just because, like, how crazy the world is and how it's just getting crazier and crazier, and how you literally have to be so... We have our phones. We're so distracted by all the things, and it's so easy for someone to just throw a tracker in your purse or on your car or on you. And like, there's all these different things that they do now, and it's just insane.
And one tip that I always do, like Kai even notices it. Like if we're driving and there's like this car that's been following me too long, I will drive like around through my neighborhood, like not near my house. And Kai will literally, he'll know if I start driving a certain way, he'll look back and he'll be like, are they following us? And I'm like, Mommy doesn't know.
Yeah.
We're going to find out. And if I have to, I haven't had to, but I have no issue flipping back on the highway and going straight to the police station. Never go home.
Yeah.
If you think someone's following you, and also be aware that someone could be.
Be very aware of your surroundings, especially during the holiday season, because you want this to be a happy, good season, but so much tragedy happens, you know, during this time of the year, and
even if they're not coming
people
for
get
you,
seasonal
they want
depression. Like there's so many things, but basically, moral of the story is just be aware. Try to have somebody with you all the time.
Be vigilant.
Yes.
Women, don't
get
go
off your
anywhere at night
phone
alone.
in the parking lots. You just don't know who's watching you, and it's so scary how long they could be watching you for, months, weeks, days. Who knows? They could not even have a motive to kill you at all. They just feel like killing somebody that
for
day.
the fun, I guess. And then he never did it again, apparently.
I don't know. I think that he did. In his interview, he like brought up this random case that was very, very, very similar to Michelle's. I can't think of the name right now.
For that one.
He didn't. No. So Michelle actually fought back, which is why he probably was bleeding.
Got cut, yeah.
And she was actually able to uncover her own.
What a baddie. Always fight. But please don't die.
Fight for your life. Yeah.
And yeah, we won't see y'all until 2026.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So we hope y'all have the merriest Christmas. The one gift you can give us is by liking, sharing, reviewing, rating, following, all the things. Do all the things so that we can keep showing up for you with these scary, scary stories.
Show up for us so we can show up for you.
Right. This is mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
Okay. But we love y'all and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
I'm Victoria.
And I'm Baylee.
And this is Dead Serious. Bye.
Bye.